Hey y'all, it's Kat. Thank you so much for being here. Today I am joining you from in my bathroom. I know that's a little bit weird, but I wanted to do a quick video on shaving and just some sort of tips and tricks. Maybe some of you are a little bit younger and you haven't shaved yet. Maybe some of you are just wanting to change up your routine. Maybe something stopped working for you, or maybe you just want to get better at it or learn somebody else's technique of doing it. Whatever your reason for being here, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment down below telling me what you enjoyed or something else you would like to see. I would be happy to oblige. I love getting requests. I love hearing from you guys, so thank you so much for being here to support me and just to spend some time with me today. So anyway, allons-y! So first things first, I'm going to show you kind of a tutorial on how I shave my legs. And I'm just going to demonstrate how I shave my underarms. I'm not going to go through the whole process because that's too much. But I will demonstrate for you shaving my legs with some shorts on. That way you can just kind of get the general idea. And I never shave past where I am going to wear shorts. So it's usually like halfway up my thigh that I stop because I never wear anything past that point. So I just don't get the point. I'm not going to shave like up to my booty because I don't care that much. But anyway, so we're just going to go through the whole process and yeah, we'll see where it leads. Okay y'all, so here I am in the tub. So I've got a couple of inches of water at my feet and I am just going to start off with my sugar scrub. So I'm taking a bit of a dollop like that in my hand. I'm just going to wet my legs and then just scrub all over my legs with that. I also scrub my underarms before shaving them. I just go in circles all over. It feels really good. You could scrub your feet too if you feel like it. I usually don't, but today, whatever. What this does is this removes the layer of dead skin that gathers around your hair follicles, and so it exposes a little bit more of your hair follicles. If you're super extra, you can shave once and then do this step and then shave again, but I just really don't feel like doing that. Shaving once every couple of days is enough for me, honestly. Usually I would be sitting, but that was kind of hard with the angle, so I just decided to do it standing. I feel like most people shave in the shower anyway. I'm one of the few that like makes a bath in order to shave. And again on the other side. Okay, and now we are done with this. So now we are going on to my absolute favorite shave cream of all time. This is by Cremo, and it is their French Lavender Concentrated Shave Cream. And this stuff, I wasn't sure about it when I bought it, but what got me was that it not only leaves skin astonishingly soft and smooth is the claim on it, but also that you will use less of it than you will a traditional shave cream, and so it can actually last longer per tube. So even though this thing costs like $6, maybe $7, it still lasts longer than the traditional shave creams that you will use. So as you can see, it kind of comes out in like this creamy consistency, not like a foamy consistency. You do have to squeeze it out, but it's really nice to travel with. You don't have to worry about like aerosol cans or anything. And it smells so good, and it feels really good too. So you want to make sure that your skin is like nice and wet. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some water. You can also add water afterwards. And I took about a dime-sized amount, and I am just going to put a thin layer of that all over my leg. I have found that it helps if you rub out the areas that kind of bunch up and make sure that those are a little bit wet. And I like to put it on my feet too because I like to shave my feet. Some people don't. It depends on if you have hair there. And I'm going to go in with a razor from Equate. This is their dupe of the Gillette Venus razor. I have found that using a razor with 4 or more blades is really the best way to go. It's just a waste if you do it otherwise. But if you use that extra blade, I mean, it can get you an extra day of smoothness. I'm not even kidding you. So all these steps are just making your skin so much smoother. So for me, it adds easily an extra day or two of smoothness of not having to shave. It's really nice. So I'm just shaving against the grain of the hair. Everybody's hair is different. Some people, their hair grows straight down. Some people, it kind of grows in a zigzag. I'll show you kind of how to work with that. But the general rule of thumb is you want to put the blades against the skin, just, you know, right up against the skin. And you want enough pressure that the head of your razor is kind of flat. I really like this razor because it rotates like that. It's so nice. And it's also using less plastic than a disposable razor. You want to make sure that it's flat against your skin, but you don't want to be pressing hard by any means, because if you do, you could cut your skin rather than the hair. And you just want to drag it up in a smooth motion, one stroke all the way up the leg. And then as you're going to kind of overlap those strokes just a little bit so that you don't get what my dad calls mohawks. Now, I have found shaving around the knees is really difficult. So what I have found works for me is if I actually will bend my knee, it kind of flattens out that skin a little bit and stretches it out. So I like to shave with a bent knee over my knee, and sometimes I'll just go over my entire knee and then work with the other strokes as normal. You can kind of go over your skin as many times as you want, unless of course you have a cut on it, in which case you don't want to do that. You want to shave around it. But other than that, you can kind of shave as many times as you want, you know, within the space of a week or within the space of a day even. So I'm just going around the whole leg. You got to kind of be a gymnast. Now, before I rinse off, I've still got a little layer of shaving cream on my whole leg. So before I rinse off, what I like to do, my hair sort of grows in almost this spiral. So it grows this way on my upper leg, kind of towards the outside. And then on my calf, it sort of grows towards the inside on both sides. So what I have found works for me is for my upper leg, I literally just shave around, almost horizontal, but just a little bit diagonal. And that gets that for me. And then as I go down my calf, I like to bend my leg. Let me show you from the side. I like to bend my leg, and that way it kind of squishes this muscle up and it kind of forces those hairs to poke outwards a little bit more. And then I will do the same sort of thing. I will just sort of shave in this spiral motion, almost horizontal, but more of a diagonal. And sometimes you have to kind of get creative when you're going around the calf. And I'll just kind of shave like that, and then just don't worry about it too much. Same thing on the other side. Just like that. And be very careful when going around your leg crease like that. You do not want to cut in there. It hurts so bad. Really, you just run your hands over it, and you shave anywhere that feels like you missed it. Alright, it feels pretty good actually. Gosh, it feels good to shave. Oh, it's like magical. I remember the first time I shaved my legs. I was actually 12, and everybody else my age was shaving their legs. And I was like, why? But then, like, I kind of realized that, like, it was like a social status thing, that, like, I kind of looked weird because I didn't have my legs shaved. And so I borrowed my sister's razor. She's not going to be happy about that. And I shaved my legs, and I loved it so much that I put on lotion afterwards, and I, like, felt like my first, like, self-spa experience. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what self-care is. And so then that very night, I went and I asked my mom, gosh, I don't know why I did this, but I asked my mom, hey mom, can I start shaving my legs? And she was like, I don't know, let me feel them. And I was like, okay. And so she felt my leg and she was like, you already shaved, didn't you? And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, yeah. So she basically grounded me from shaving until I turned 13, which was like a month and a half later. And I was like, oh no, I can't shave my legs till I'm 13. I didn't know. I mean, I kind of knew, but like, I didn't know. So I had to wait till I was 13. And gosh, were my brothers savage about it. Literally so savage. They would like make fun of me for the whiskers on my legs. They were like, yeah, whisker legs. Why do we want to hear from you? And I was like, what? It's like, that is so mean. Oh my gosh, I was so mad. I was so upset with myself. And so what I found out was that like, and my mom explained this to me on my 13th birthday. She was like, Catherine, you took away an experience from me, which was getting to teach you how to shave. And, you know, like taking you to the store and shopping for your first razor and everything. And she still gave me a razor and everything on my 13th birthday because she knew I was waiting for it. But like, you know, we missed out on that experience. And I was like, oh no. So I realized like that's what happens when you take matters into your own hands, kind of. You know what I mean? So it was just, it was sad. It was a sad experience. But now I love shaving. So it's something that makes me feel like, I don't know, like really soft and like very feminine, very different from, you know, dudes. So I just love the smooth feeling that it gives me. It just feels so good. And then like, to me, it kind of feels cooler. You know, it's probably not true. The hair probably keeps your skin cooler and more insulated and everything. But it feels to me like, I don't know, the air can run more easily over my legs. So I'm just shaving this like that. I kind of taught myself to shave with both hands because it's hard to shave your armpit with your other hand. So you kind of have to learn how to do that. Getting that shave cream a little bit wetter. You're actually supposed to add water to it. So I just kind of do the flamingo legs when I'm standing up. So I think I already shaved here, but whatever. I don't care. Okay, so when it comes to shaving the bikini area, I will literally use like a drop of my shave cream, and I will go ahead and kind of stand sort of like this in like a, almost like a yoga pose sort of thing. And then I will just kind of shave with the grain of the hair, you know. You don't want to shave against the grain when you are shaving your bikini area because you could get really ingrown hairs. It can become really itchy, very irritated. So you want to shave with the grain of the hair. So I usually will shave this direction, and then I want to say that it's like this direction towards, you know, my private area. You know, you just want to shave with the grain of your hair. Make sure that you've got plenty of shave cream. Make sure that this shave cream is really slippery, and, you know, don't go over it multiple times. I go over it maybe twice, and then that's it. I cut myself off, you know. So don't worry about getting a super close shave in there. You're still going to be able to feel something, but it's going to be, you know, a lot less than it was. And I usually don't go, you know, too close into my private area at all. I just want to get the area that would show if I were wearing a bathing suit. So like right on the inside of the thigh. I wanted to mention a little bit about trimming your bikini area or your private area. I know that can be an area of a little bit of trepidation for some of us. So I would say that if you're not comfortable with shaving, there are a couple of easy ways to avoid that. The first way is by just trimming. And I really like this Remington pen trimmer. It kind of, you know, comes like this, and it's got a little bitty part right here and a longer part right here. There are also larger versions of this sold, or you could get like a men's trimmer or something like that. But this is just a really nice one for getting a really quick trim in a small area. These are usually sold with a little guide. I cannot find mine for the life of me. I wish they would come with like a little case so I could keep it all together. But the little guide will cut your hair at different lengths, so you can just kind of go over the whole area. That's kind of nice. I usually will just like use a comb and sort of, you know, shave over it. But this thing is so much different than using scissors, because scissors, I feel like, cut at more of a 90-degree angle, and this one cuts it more of like a whatever is parallel to your skin angle. For me, it itches a lot less when I trim with this than when I use scissors, so I definitely recommend this. The second thing I discovered when I was attempting at-home bikini wax. I do not recommend trying an at-home bikini wax for just a multitude of reasons, not the least of which that waxing is painful. I didn't even get to the bikini wax point. I took 2.5 hours to do my underarms. Actually, I took an hour to do one underarm, and then I was like, oh crap, I have to do the other one and even it out. And so I went ahead and did it, but I was like, I know that I can't stand this kind of pain on my bikini area. I just can't do it. So I decided to go with something a little bit gentler on myself. And I just went ahead and picked up this Nair bikini cream. This is their sensitive formula, and to me it doesn't really smell like Nair. It doesn't smell as strongly as their other products have smelled in the past, and this one works pretty well for me. You just leave it on there for 10 minutes in a thick layer, and then you just wipe it off with a wet cloth, and most of it comes off. For me, I haven't like mastered it yet. I think that I keep using too thin of a layer, but I think that if you got good at this, you would really like it. It's very painless. It really doesn't hurt unless you do it twice in a span of 24 hours, like somebody did. But this stuff, it doesn't affect me the same way that regular Nair does. I've used regular Nair on my skin before, and it just felt like I was putting broken glass on my body. It felt so bad. It felt like a bee sting. So I was very afraid when I used this, but it actually has worked out really well for me, and it's just a really simple, easy way to get rid of unwanted hair in your bikini area. Alright, so when it comes to shaving my underarms, it can get a little hairy. So what I like to do is, first of all, I like to kind of stretch out the area. And this is going to, again, force those little hairs to sort of stick outwards. I don't know why, just ask a scientist, don't ask me. So I like to get just a pea-sized amount of that shaving cream, just like we did on each side of our inner thigh earlier. And you want to rub that around with a little bit of water until it's really, really slick. And then what I like to do is I kind of take my two fingers and I like rub and see what is exactly against the grain of the hair, because I have hair that grows this way and I have hair that grows this way. And so you want to make sure that you're getting the roughest texture. That is going to allow you to figure out which way is against the grain of the hair. Now, I shave against the grain of my hair when I am shaving my underarms. I don't shave with the grain of the hair because I want it super smooth, because I hate shaving my underarms. I don't get particularly irritated, but if you do, then you need to shave with the grain of the hair and you'll probably do a lot better. And then once I discover which way my hair grows, so for instance it grows this way here, I take the blades of my razor and I put it perpendicular to that line, and I just want to shave in that direction. And then same thing down here. If it grows this way, then I want to shave this way. And so I sort of shave in almost this semicircle, and then I will go over it. I'll rinse off my razor, and then I will go over it one more time, just going upwards. I used to also rinse off the razor and go downwards, but by that time, most of my shaving cream is diluted too much, and I found that putting on more doesn't actually help it. It helps when it's sort of got the previous amount of shave cream. I don't know why. So I will go ahead and just shave upwards, and then I just leave it. I only go over it twice, and that's it. And I do that on both sides. So for instance, on this side, I will shave this way, and I will shave this way. And so I sort of hold my razor like a pencil, and then I might press against it if I need a little bit of extra force, but I really am not pressing hard. I'm just pressing enough to where it is flat against my skin. And then the shaving cream will take care of the rest. Alright, so that is it, guys. That is how I shave pretty much everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video a lot, and that it was entertaining for you and informational for you. And I hope that you return for my next video. Thank you guys again so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Enjoy your silky smooth buttery shaved legs, and I will see you guys again soon. Okay, bye! Fun fact for you, shaving was not really a popular thing until right around 1915. So when you think about it, the Song of Solomon was most likely written about a woman with hairy legs, tarantula legs, and he didn't say one word. So you don't need to shave your legs to be attractive. You know, just a little food for thought kind of thing, you know, just a little food for thought. I don't know what that was. Okay, bye. Bye.